This International Women's Day, I've picked Christina Lamb. She is Senior Foreign Correspondent for The Times, and she reports from war zones all over the world, but particularly reports on the plight of women in war, and she's done all of that alongside being a working parent, so she's a very inspirational woman.
So I'm inspired by two women, worked in the public space and did a lot for women and individuals in the UK who weren't able to advocate for themselves. So the first one is Olive Morris, a political activist from the 1970s who did a lot of work on squatters' rights and housing, and the difference that made to communities in South London, particularly areas like Brixton, were just so profound. The second person is Yvonne Connolly, and she was the first black head teacher, and as someone who works in education, to see her contribution into primary school and making sure that standards are maintained in schools by working with Ofsted and other organisations to make sure that students get the best education that they can. I think that's super important, and I think that their contribution is one that is exceptional.
I would choose Michelle Obama, which won't come as much of a surprise for the middle school students because I very often read out extracts from her books, some of her speeches. Her second book is about the light that we carry, and it's really about that sort of power inside that we've all got, that strength, and about helping each other to bring each other's light out, and I think that's a really, really powerful message.
The woman that inspires me is a swimmer called Katie Ledecky. She revolutionised the swimming world by being able to change her swimming technique by changing her freestyle from 4-beat kicks to 8-beat kicks depending on her race, and she has won multiple Olympic medals because of it.
The woman that really inspires me is my great-grandmother, Agnes. Her birthday is actually International Women's Day, so she was born on the 8th of March in 1901. She trained as a mental health nurse in the very early days when actually the support for mental health was not quite as it would be today. She was a really caring and compassionate member of our family. So hearing about her work and everything she did really inspired me to move into my area of work and work with people and families to support them on their next journey.
I would say the most inspirational woman that I know would be my mum. She raised a household with 4 boys in it, 4 difficult boys. The fact that we're all still alive at the ages we are is a testament to her, really.
The woman who inspires me is my mum, because she works really hard and she always inspires me to do my best.
The woman who inspires me is Mary Beard. She is a very famous classicist, and she has paved the way for other female classicists in the university space. She was one of the only female lecturers at Cambridge University in classics and has subsequently written a number of best-selling books as well as TV shows, and generally in a male-dominated profession and discipline has managed to exert herself and put her at the forefront of it, and so she's very much someone who inspires me, given that I am a classics teacher.
A woman that inspires me, I'd probably have to say my grandma Anne. She was raised in Dublin. She was one of 12 children, so they didn't have a lot, and she moved over to England when she was 16 on her own, became a nurse. Unbelievable resilience and positivity, so she's just someone that I admire in general.
The women that inspire me are Florence Nightingale and Mary Curie. Florence Nightingale founded modern nursing during the Crimean War, and Mary Curie is a Polish physicist. She was one of the people who discovered radium and polonium, and they're just inspiring to me because they're women proving to me as a young girl when I learnt about them that there aren't limits to what you can be. And it was Florence and Mary who, mostly growing up, inspired me to go in a more scientific based career.